What's up? I'm David Van Dyke. This is Polyrhythm Music LLC, and I'm going to do a quick video because I was asked about it. This channel's turned into like a reaction channel, which is weird. It's totally my fault though. So quick catching up, and then we're going to move on. I'm in the middle of selling my house, which is why there's no video, because we're packing and doing all the things that go along with that. The house is on the market right now, so, you know, is what it is. I'm trying to get videos out, but it's a lot. So kind of overwhelmed. We're going to get back to videos. I promise it's going to happen here very shortly. So that's that. But I got asked about this, so I'm going to comment on it. And it has to do with, let me give you a quick backstory. So a year ago, if you don't know, about a year ago, a UK rap artist named REN explodes on the scene with a song called Hi Ren. An amazing song. It's got a great story to it. You know, it checks all the boxes. He follows that song up with Sick Boi, which is kind of like a tie-in to that song, sort of. REN has a lot of mental health issues and brain damage and things like that. But an amazing artist. Like, you know, I know he suffered a lot. We all kind of know his story. If you don't look his story up, it's insane. But that being said, like, through his pain, it allowed him to practice and get really good. And he is really good. He's a genuine article. Everything he does is great. I love Chalk Line. I think it's called Chalk Line, Chalk Outline, Chalk Line. I digress. So he follows up, you know, Hi Ren explodes. It's all over YouTube. Everybody that has a channel does a reaction video to that video because it talks about his suffering and his, you know, everything he's been through and all of that. Sick Boi kind of gets the similar thing. I don't believe Sick Boi was as big. I don't know how it could have been, but still big nonetheless. So, REN does a video last week explaining that Sick Boi has been taken down and he got a copyright strike. And so basically what happened was, and this goes back to the Kyle Beats video, the last video I did, and it's buying beats online. It got him. He went to a website called BeatStars and he purchased a beat to use as a, you know, a basis to build his song Sick Boi off of. He says he never hardly does this, you know, from time to time he'll do it to be inspired, whatever the case may be. So he buys an unlimited license, which means that when you buy a beat online, you have certain parameters that it will say. It'll tell you, like, you can do this with it, you can do that with it, you're allowed this many uploads, blah, blah, blah. He buys it unlimited, so in his expectation, you can have as many plays as you want, you can use it for whatever you want, it's paid for, it's done. Sick Boi comes out, and of course, nothing is said. This is the part that kind of kills me. Sick Boi, the beat he buys is by an artist named Kujo Beats, I believe the guy's name is. Nothing is said about this until, like, Sick Boi does millions of views, hundreds of millions of views, like, you know, because this is how it always works. Like, these guys let things blow up, and then once there's money to go after, they want to go after it, thinking like the guy's rich. But REN, he's a genuine article, and I say that because he posted, like, he did this long video last week posting receipts. Like, he's got the emails to his staff and his management, and, you know, make sure you've labeled everything and you've given credit to everything, which was part of the beat agreement. So he buys the beat, he makes the song, Sick Boi comes out, it blows up as well. You know, like I say, I don't want to say, I may say, like, it's not as big as Hi Ren, and I don't believe it was, but Sick Boi's still, like, enormous. Like, REN controlled the world last year, as he should have. So, Kujo Beats and his team copyright strike the song and say, like, hey, we didn't get credit, whatever. REN sends emails out to his staff, you know, his management team, wanting to know what's going on. Like, I want him credited. You know, he's due a certain portion of publishing or whatever. But then it gets into this whole messy, like, Kujo wants part of the masters, which is insane. Like, you have nothing to do with the masters. And this is a thing that it gets messy because, come to find out, when Kujo Beats uploaded the original beat that he wrote, he used a beat. He used a sample, which in the BeatStars contract, when you upload a beat, you have to say whether you did that or not. He didn't. So he didn't clear the sample, used it, uploaded the beat, and then they come back, like, he copyright strikes, starts this whole thing because, of course, he wants his money now because Ren's a big rich rock star. And as Ren's team starts looking into, like, how to pay him and who should get what and breaking all that up, they find that, well, wait, there's a third party here that's due something because you didn't clear their sample. So it's a mess. It's a mess. And there is a lawyer who does a YouTube channel. I can't remember her name right now, or the channel. I should have wrote it down. She does a kind of breakdown on this. If you look up music lawyer, music attorney, something like that. And it's this, it's this woman, and she's a young girl, but she's phenomenally smart. Like, I watch her channel all the time and learn stuff. Because why? Use your attorneys. As I've said this before. If you don't take anything away from this, use attorneys. Ren did. Ren tried to straighten this out with Kujo Beats on his own. Kujo Beats didn't want to hear it. All he wants to say is, where's my money? I want to get my bag. Because, of course, that's what's important. I don't care about the platinum plaque that would make me more money in the long run. Ren even offers at one point to, like, hey, while we're working this out, why don't we do a song together? Like, you'll make far more money that way. And Ren's right. Like, he knows where his status is right now. And Kujo be, I didn't get paid for the last one. Why would I do that? Because you're going to make more money. You're going to be involved in the process. Like, that's why. So, look, here's what I'll say. Because I read all the stuff that Ren put up, and of course, there's two sides to every story. But he brought receipts, and Ren is telling his management team, he's telling publishing, he's trying to get this worked out. So here's the thing. Number one, if you're going to make beats and write songs and put them up for other people, make sure of what you're signing on these websites and what you're agreeing to. Have an attorney. I know, like, attorneys are expensive and blah, blah, blah. And not everybody's lucky like me. I grew up with a guy, so my attorney's fees are very minimal. Very minimal. So I'm lucky. And I recognize that and I acknowledge that. But it's worth the money. Like, your attorney will make you money. Also recognize, when it comes to publishing and who actually is doing the paying, the artist is not the person that pays you. Let me say that again. The artist is not the person that pays you. The publishing company does. There's a whole part of the industry that breaks up money, figures out how many plays, how many streams, how much money's been generated, and they distribute the payments. They distribute the payments to the artist, they distribute the payments to you, they distribute the payments to anybody else that's credited. Don't go after the artist. That's ridiculous. Be smarter than that. Ren's issue with this was that, like, Kujo Beats did not reach out to him first. And here's what I would say: that if you find yourself in that position, number one, contact your attorney. Your attorney can help you more than anybody. Number two, what I would do is contact the artist, but be cool about it. Like, hey man, love the song, I see that it's gotten some attention. I just want you to know, like, you sampled my beat in that. Here's the proof. And I'm not being credited for it. If they're straight up and cool, which I understand not everybody's going to be, but if they are, they'll remedy it. But also contact their management and your lawyer. Have your lawyer contact. Now, lawyers like to get competitive. Understand that. So you have to kind of keep a short leash on your lawyer. Your lawyer is advising you, but you make the ultimate decision, okay? So take that information in, but understand that lawyers they're all about winning. They like to win. It's a competitive field. So don't let your lawyer get into a tit for tat with their attorney. Like, try to understand when you're reaching out, you're trying to find a solution to a problem. The problem being you're not being compensated for what you've done and you're not being credited. Okay? But you're looking for a solution. And that's the thing that kind of got me in this, at least with what I read. And I'm sure Kujo Beats has his own side of this. I've not seen his side. I would like to, just to know kind of where he's coming from and kind of why he made the decisions he made. You know, and then his girlfriend got involved, which is never a good idea. Like, if it's your thing, you handle it. Don't let family members and girlfriends get involved. You handle your business. Because it just muddies things up. It seemed to me, from what I saw, that Kujo Beats was all about the money. And give me my money. Where's my money? And yes, he deserves to be compensated 100%. But number one, just because something has a lot of views online and a lot of streams does not mean it's generated a lot of money. So that's the first thing you got to figure out. You're going to have to audit the artist to find out how much money that thing has made. The artist is cool, like it seemed Ren was. You know, he was offering up, like, let me put you in touch with my publishing, and, like, here's the people, and your attorneys know, and, like, everybody's already talking. Publishing will figure that out. The artist doesn't know. So attacking the artist does you no good. He's not going to cut a check. He's not going to hand out, money out of his pocket. It's not going to happen. So understand who you're dealing with. If you're going to make beats and put them online, read all the contracts. Understand what you're entitled to. Understand what you want, what you don't want. Figure these things out before you do it. Have an attorney go over contracts if you need to. Airplane again. See, we're moving. That's why that house is selling. Like, come on. So, to me, it seemed Ren's in the right. Like, he at least what he posted, he showed receipts. He showed all the messages, both sides, at least to what he had. I have to be on Ren's side on this one. Ren seemed to try to do everything he could to resolve the issue. And ultimately, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get a resolution. Like, tying people up in litigation is just burning money. So, again, your attorney. And when you go into these things, understand what you want. And then try to get it. Don't walk in just blindly saying, I want my bag. Let me get my money. Like, what does that mean? What money? Give me a piece of the mastering. What? Why? You're not entitled to a masters. Are you crazy? Publishing, yes. Masters? No. Understand what you want. And then try to communicate that and get to that end as clearly as possible. If you're responding with where's my money and give me my bag, you're probably on the wrong end of the deal. Like, so, I was going to say quick video, but it's almost 15 minutes. I'm sorry I haven't posted, like, again, we're selling a house and, like, a lot of things going on. I thank you for those of you that stuck with me. That's my 2 cents on the Ren thing. I hope to post more later this week, but it's sad that Ren took Sick Boi down. He's going to remake it, he says. And imagine the monster song that's going to come out of this, because the dude is a genuine talent. So, I'm stoked for the music that's coming, but I hate that this continues to happen. There needs to be somebody needs to start going through these contracts and making things a little clearer to the artists that are posting these beats and things, to what they're entitled to, and for the artists that are buying these beats. You know, my recommendation, you know, buy a beat and listen to it and get a vibe off of it, and then make your own beat. Like, it's the easiest way, you know, if you need to have a beat to get inspired by. But otherwise, like, I would say do your own thing. It just seems to be easier. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you for sticking around. There will be more videos coming soon. Got some drum videos shot, ready to go. So, again, apologies for the late posting. Hope to be back later this week with some actual content you may like. But until then, I hope you dug this video. Let me know what you think about the REN Kujo thing. Like, you know, it's sad that Sick Boi got taken down, that REN decided to take it down, but again, he'll make something amazing out of this. What you think about it, let me know in the comments below. Hit the like and subscribe button. Check back later this week for more content. Thanks again for everybody that stuck around. You guys mean the world to me, and I appreciate it. This is Polyrhythm Music. I've been David Van Dyke. You've been great. See you later. Peace.